For the last week, I've done 50 pull-ups every day. This is how it went. All right, today marks day number 1 of doing 50 pull-ups every day. Let's go ahead and get it started. I'm gonna track this workout on my watch separate from my actual workout, and we'll see how long it takes on day 1 versus day 7. Let's get it. All right, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it looks like about 820. That's day 1. Let's see if we can get it down below 5 minutes by the end of this challenge. Pull-ups are a great compound movement. They exercise your biceps as well as your lats, and they can really help strengthen your posterior chain. With that said, it is believed that fewer than 8% of people over the age of 26 can do one single pull-up properly. In my opinion, this is one of the most important exercises to exercise regularly, and I try to work it into all of my programs. It is day 2 of doing 50 pull-ups. Today, we're gonna go ahead and switch up the grips just a little bit and try to get through it relatively quick, but probably not as quick as yesterday. Just have like a nice tempo. Do maybe 10, take a minute-long break, 10 more, a minute-long break, and repeat that cycle. And if I need to cut back because it's starting to hurt, or my form is getting sacrificed, I'll just do that. Three of doing 50 pull-ups every day for a week. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out earlier this morning, right before my run, so that way I can maybe have a little bit more time to recover because I've been feeling pretty sore. We're just gonna take our time with this, no rush. Let's get to it. Day number 4 of doing 50 pull-ups every day, and today feeling pretty tired. Don't know what it is. Could be the pull-ups, just could be life in general, but we're gonna knock it out either way. Keep it real slow today and just get it done. The later on in the week that I was doing these pull-ups, the more I was starting to sacrifice a little bit of form. Part of this was because of the fatigue, but I will say that as the week went on, I was starting to feel a little bit better, as you can see here. All right, it is day 5 of doing pull-ups every day. Feeling the best I've felt all week, with the exception of maybe one day. We're gonna go ahead and keep the pace pretty simple. Keep it slow. I'm not going for any PRs or anything. That way on Sunday, we feel great, we knock out some pull-ups, and hopefully get sub 5. Let's get it done. All right, we finished that at 9:26. That's a pretty decent time considering I was just going through the motions. I gotta go run, but overall, happy with day 5. Overall, being able to hit 50 pull-ups in a single day is pretty decent, but being able to hit it at sub 5 minutes felt very realistic going into this challenge. Day 6 of doing 50 pull-ups, and today I'm feeling good again. Despite doing pull-ups a little bit later yesterday, which I thought would kind of cause me to be more sore, I'm feeling pretty fresh. I don't know if my body's adapting to this more or not, but feeling good. We're gonna knock it out, and that bodes well for tomorrow, which is day 7, and we're gonna see how quickly I can do the pull-ups tomorrow. But today, we're just gonna keep a nice tempo, 5 pull-ups a minute for 10 minutes. We finally made it to day 7 of doing 50 pull-ups every day. Today we are gonna attempt the PR. I'm hoping to get sub 5 minutes. So what I'm gonna do for this one is I'm gonna start my watch. I'm actually gonna be facing the camera when I do pull-ups today, and we're gonna see how it goes. Let's get to it. All right, finished at 5:58. Definitely not sub 5, but a big improvement nonetheless. Not gonna lie, I was feeling good today. It just didn't work out. Sometimes it's like that, but overall, not bad progress at all. Knocked off like 2 minutes off my time, so what can you do? While I did fall a little bit short of that, I do have to say that I'm pretty proud of the overall results. While it's not the cool thing to admit that you've struggled with this previously, this was actually a video that I planned back in March. And I wasn't able to do it because, if I'm being honest, I was coming off of a bulk and I just physically was not in a place where doing 50 pull-ups in a day felt good. It was definitely a beating and I felt extremely sore after the first day, so I quit the challenge but knew that I'd be back to try it again. Now that it's September, 6 months later, I do have to say that I feel pretty good about the fact that I can even do this. And it goes to show that if you're consistent and you stay true to your programming, you can definitely see progress over time. As far as the overall challenge goes, I think doing pull-ups every single day is a bad idea because you need that time to recover. And I do think that something like form can definitely take a toll if you're not used to doing this many pull-ups in one day. For me personally, especially in that last day, you can see that my form was definitely suffering on those later reps. It can also create imbalances if you decide to lean a little bit more on your right arm versus your left arm, or vice versa. So I don't recommend doing this as a day-to-day challenge, but if you are a little bit more advanced and you've been lifting for a while, this might be worth trying. And if I'm being honest, I did have a lot of fun doing this challenge. I really enjoyed it, and it's something that I would implement a little bit more, but if I'm being honest, I just don't think doing it daily is worth it. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's content, please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you're interested in the training program that helped me accomplish these goals of doing 50 pull-ups a day, we now have programs live on turosgroupllc.com. I tried to make sure that they were affordable so that way essentially anybody could afford them. There's a lot of different advice and tips in there that I think can help, especially beginners starting out. In addition to the workout programs, we also have one-on-one coaching that's being offered, and that's live right now as well. Be sure to check that out. And if you're not totally committed, you can definitely do a free consultation and work with me personally, and we can go ahead and figure out what works best for you. And while this is it for today's video, be sure to check out this one right here. YouTube recommended it just for you. Until next time, keep it together.